One of the pieces that I knew I wanted to have on this festival from the beginning was the Passio of Arvo Pärt, which I think is one of the most beautiful and deep and spiritually well-constructed pieces I've ever heard in my life. And I have to say, I loved this piece before I heard a single note of it, because I was a fan of Arvo Pärt's music. Of course, you know, this great Eastern European spiritual composer. I bought this CD the day it came out. I took this 75 minute long piece, I put it into my CD player, and the first thing that jumped out at me before I heard a single note was, it has one track. So I put it in my CD player, it said 75 minutes long, one track. And I thought, this is a composer who wants you to hear the whole piece. The composer has made the decision. There's no point dipping into the highlights. There's no point saying one part of the story is more important than any other. This is a piece that's about the suffering of Jesus, and that's it. You want to hear it? It's the whole piece. And of course, it's a setting of the St. John Passion, which begins, in the beginning was the Word. Every single syllable and every single phrase comes out of the Latin text. So the punctuation of the Latin text determines the way phrases end. Every single thing that's in the written text has become a formal guidepost for how the music proceeds. You know, it begins with the text, it ends with the text. And it's an incredibly gorgeous and meaningful experience. And I'm not even Christian. I wanted to find a spiritual musical experience that aimed at the same spiritual place that the Arvo Pärt does, but that comes from a different musical background. And so I've paired the Arvo Pärt with a set by these amazing Tuvan throat singers called Huun-Huur-Tu. This is music which is made in this incredibly physical and visceral way from Tuva, from Central Asia. It's music in which the singers have such a low fundamental in their voice that they're able to make melodies out of controlling the overtones of their voices. You watch it and you cannot believe that it's happening. To me, the really interesting thing about it is that this music is all in the service of their own spiritual life. It's a very different kind of worship. It's a much more kind of animist and much more kind of acknowledging of their environment, that the things that they're singing about are infused with spirit. Their environment itself is alive with the spirit of their world. And so because of that, the singing has this incredible rootedness, and it takes the same kind of time that the Arvo Pärt does, so that you will be able to become interior enough to hear the relationship of the music to the spirit. What I loved about this program was I thought these pieces are very, very similar, but they come from completely different cultures and for completely different worships.